Snaky arms are the most classic of belly dance arm moves. And today I'm going to show you how to make them absolutely beautiful, fluid and graceful. Today I'm going to show you some great tips for creating absolutely beautiful, fluid belly dance snaky arms. They're such a classic belly dance move, but they're something that often people struggle a little bit with because they're not easy, frankly, but they are gorgeous. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell because I bring out a new video every week. We're going to start off with looking at how the arm goes up and it goes down. The first thing that I want you to think about is that the hand is going to go away from the body. It's not coming up the body. This is a classic thing that I see. People are trying to keep their hands too close into their body. So what we actually want to do is we want to take this hand from here and we want to take it out, yeah, before it comes down. So we're not coming up here, we're going out and up. Secondly, as I do that, I'd like you to watch the way that the elbow leads on the way up and then the elbow leads on the way down. Now, I'm not making that happen. It just naturally happens as a result of the magic of anatomy. I'll show you what exactly is happening. Now, first of all, I say that the elbow is leading up, but I think in terms of this part of my arm as leading up rather than the actual elbow. If you think too much about the elbow leading up, then that's going to make you do this. So think more about this top part of the arm as being the thing that leads up, yeah? Now, if I come in a bit closer, and I want you to watch this bit near where my sleeve ends, okay? Now, as I go up, you can see that that's pointing downwards, and there's actually a little hollow here, yeah? And as I lift up, you're going to start to see that little hollow because it's starting to turn towards you. Can you see? And then it turns upwards, and then I drop that arm down, yeah? And then as I take my hand out again, can you see how it's facing downwards? And as I lift my arm, I'm keeping my shoulder down, just out of interest. As it lifts up, you'll see it starting to face you and then face upwards and face down. If you've got a friend, we're all in lockdown at the moment, so you can't actually, you'd have to have a family member or somebody in your household who you're with all the time who can try this for you to actually help you to lift that arm up and down and actually see how it naturally happens. Because what I'm not doing is I'm not forcing it. I'm not making it happen. It's just the way that the bones naturally rotate. Yeah? It's because of the way that we're made. But it creates this incredible smooth effect, particularly if we don't try and make it happen. But if you look at yourself in the mirror and try that, and then if you can get that, if you notice that's happening, then you'll know that you're doing things right. Any questions or comments, just pop them in the comments below and I will answer them. And if there's anything that you'd really like me to teach, just let me know in the comments and I will do a video for you. Just to recap, I'm having my hand starting down here, it's going outwards. This is leading up, yeah? And then the elbow starts to lead down. So it's the underneath here, the bicep, that leads on the way down. The other thing I'd like you to think about is to think about this part of the arm leading up and not the hand. It's not the hand that's leading it, yeah? Otherwise, you're probably going to get this kind of a look, yeah? Or a little bit of a flappy look. You really want it to be this part of the arm that leads and leads. Let's try it on the other side. So, take that arm out, up, 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 and then the elbow will naturally rotate and you can go down, 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 down. You can't see as well with this picture behind me. It's tricky sometimes finding a wide enough white space in my house. This is my little dance studio. this is a picture of one of the dancers in my dance company up against a ballet bar. People often wonder, people do often ask me, what's this picture? It's actually one of the dancers from my professional belly dance company. She's a lovely dancer called Agatha. She's not in England anymore. She's from Portugal, and she's back in Portugal now. And she's against the bar, and my husband has taken like a triple exposure as she moves. So she's moving like this, and we're getting like a staggered thing. And then my arm is going up and down against her. People often ask about the shoulders. Do the shoulders come into play? They can do. But I don't want you to think about leading up with the shoulders, because otherwise you can do this, yeah? So think more in terms of this part of the arm leading up and leading down. The other thing that you can think of is actually having like a beautiful velvet curtain, or I usually say a beautiful man or woman, depending on which you prefer, and you're going to stroke them all the way down. Give them a little sort of tickle on the way up and stroke them on the way down. Yeah? So up and down. Now let's put the two together. So one comes up. As it comes down, the other one goes out and up. Remember, you want it to go away from your body. If you imagine you've got somebody gorgeous on either side of you, they're standing fairly far away from you. They're not up close. A good metre or so away, so very socially distanced. And out. I hope if you're watching this a year or more after I'm teaching it, that by that time everything is back to normal. But I'm teaching this right in the middle of the COVID time. Okay, so let's just do this again. One arm comes out and up and down. As it comes down, the other one comes out and up. It's really worth doing this in front of a mirror so that you can watch what's happening, so you can make sure that your arms are well away from the body, that you're not coming in like this, that the shoulders aren't lifting up. Although it's okay, as I say, to lift the shoulder a little bit, but not too much. Yeah? So one arm comes up. As it comes down, the other arm comes out and up. And out and up. And imagine stroking and stroking. But don't think too much of your hands. Think more about those upper arms. That's what's leading it, the upper arm. Make sure all the time that your rib cage is lifted. Yeah, you don't want to be down like this. Nice and up. And there you have beautiful, snaky arms. See you next time. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that notification bell and the subscribe button. See you soon.